Hello.
Hey there,
Uh,
we're back. Welcome back to Death Saves with Advantage. We are picking up right where we left off last session, as we tend to do. Uh, and it's going to be exciting. This is the first actual dungeon crawl of the adventure. But before we dive in, just a couple quick shout outs. Our usual. Uh, Thank you to Siren State for providing some awesome audio. We are actually going to be using specifically, um, they have music for chapters 1 and 2 of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, and we will be using today their sections for the Dungeon of the Dead 3, where our adventurers find themselves now. And then also to our friends and fellow adventurers over at To Have and To Roll. Rain Zero and Daft Prodigy are running through the Pathfinder adventure Curse of the Crimson Throne. You can find them on uh, any podcast app, Apple, Google, Spotify, you name it. Uh, and you can follow the adventures of the group known as the Cover of Night as they work their way through the political landscape that is Corvosa. But I think, unless anybody has anything else they want to shout out, are we ready to go?
I think we're good to go. I'm discovering
Alright, we're good.
what the thing is. Real quick, though.
The Thing?
We have Waba Streams in chat said, do the thing. I'm assuming referring to just the podcast / stream in general.
it's just the thing.
Yeah, probably just The Thing. Do the.
Speaking
do
of the
show.
podcast, though.
Yes.
Yes. Obviously, if you're already here, we're hoping you have caught up on what's going on so far. But in case you haven't, you can catch up on all of the past adventures up to this point with the podcast of the same name, Death Saves with Advantage, which is on Apple and Google Podcasts, as well as a few others. It's also through Pinecast and on Spotify. So wherever it works for you.
If you are enjoying the show and you want to show some extra support, we do have you can donate to us through our tip jar. We have a website, deathsaveswithadvantage.pinecast.co. That is CO. Anything that comes in will go to just making the show better and more enjoyable for everyone involved. But I think that is actually everything.
As far as I know.
So last time on Descent into Avernus, the Moonleaf family got their hired hand, Willow, to go with them to the docks, where they met one of the newest recruits of the Flaming Fist, a somewhat intimidating-looking individual due to a large scar along the side of his face, Ynlan. The purpose of going to the docks within the city was to commandeer the late Captain Deadeye's ship, the Uncivil Serpent. There was a battle after a failed charm person, and due to a little bit of magic, Helena struck the fear of God in the remaining crew, who now work for you basically for free, if not just for copper. There were some conversations and shenanigans that made me scream internally on the ship during a short rest.
What do you mean?
But they can, just go back. I don't want to talk about it. Go back and listen to it. But you then made your way to the bathhouse, and as you went in, pristine condition of a courtyard, trimmed grass, high walls, beautiful fountains of nymphs pouring water out of jars. You went in. There were folks that were relaxing in some baths. Bo and Violet got massages, though Bo was successful in getting information out of the person giving him the massage, and Violet was able to pick up on a secret doorway that was in her room. They confirmed that this was she saw the same location that Bo learned about, and in order to make a distraction, Violet did a cannonball in one of the bathtubs. And you, while all the employees came out to like get you out and then also clean up the area, uh, your group just pushed through the door and made your way down below, where we now find ourselves. Quick point of order here. I've turned on global illumination just for ease, but it is pitch black down here. So none of the Moonleaf family has dark vision, correct?
Correct.
So you're gonna have to light a torch, or if somebody has the light cantrip, you're gonna have to, or something similar.
I
Yeah.
have the light cantrip.
Excellent.
And I believe that's is it 20 foot of bright light and then 20 foot of dim, or is it just 20 foot of bright?
20-foot radius, dim light. Yeah, bright light for 20 feet, and then an additional 20 feet for dim.
Okay. Okay.
Excellent.
So you are now down below the bathhouse, and you find yourself in a chamber at the bottom of this staircase that is flooded with foul smelling water that's about 2 feet deep. How tall is Chant?
Chant is not super tall. 4'4".
Okay, yeah, this water is... Chant's gonna have some hard time moving through this water.
Okay.
But it's also just really murky and dense, so not just Chant because it's up past his waist, but everyone's gonna have difficult terrain moving through here.
Even with the oh no, they actually don't. They're not natural swimmers, so never mind. I forgot this about turtles. They can breathe underwater mostly, hold their breath for a super long time at least, but
Yeah.
but they're not great swimmers. All right.
Okay. So, you find yourselves in the room. There is a hallway down to the south here, and then you do, thanks to the light cantrip, you do see there's another entryway off to the left from the direction you're facing.
All right.
Are we going left or right?
My gut always says right.
All right. Right it is.
That was easy.
All right. So if you want to move yourselves through the tunnel.
Okay. Can I actually select everyone at once and do so?
You can,
I can.
but
Ooh. I'll just move one of them, and if we get
Yeah.
somewhere, I'll let you deal with it. I'll move Bo, because he's in front.
okay. So
Checking
Bo
out
goes
this
in.
room.
Bo goes in, and the room, it does close off into a little doorway, but the room does open up into just an empty, flooded space.
Bo wants to check it out.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Sure. First roll of the day. Let's see. Perception check of natural 20 for a 24.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. So you are looking around, and go ahead and move on to the lower right corner because you check out the walls, and there is, again, you find just this little, it looks like just a bunch of cracks in the wall, but it's actually in the shape of a door. And now that you know it's there, do you push on it?
Uh,
I stop. Um, I would like to investigate it for any kind of traps or anything.
Okay. Let's see it.
I'm not the person for this.
16.
You feel safe that it is about it not being trapped. In that it's not trapped yet.
All right, push away.
can do.
And much like the staircase coming down, you find a small secret tunnel.
No one's singing the song this time. All right.
I'm trying really hard. Now.
It's a secret tunnel inside a secret tunnel. I heard you like secret tunnels. But I was gonna move down through. Yes.
Move the
Ooh,
fan.
who's that?
So you go in, and floating face down in the middle of this also flooded room
Oof.
is a bloated corpse of a shirtless man with knife wounds in his back.
Violet will start to approach.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have here?
Wading through the thick, murky water. As you roll him over, you see he has this blue handprint just painted, or at least the hand was painted and impressed onto his face.
What is happening?
Anybody who's proficient can give me a religion check.
I'm not religious.
I think that one of them is. I have to double check. Nope. I think Chant is. I should probably just
with
check
advantage.
Chant first. I'm just gonna check Chant first. Pretty sure he is. Yes. With advantage. Chant is rolling and rolls a 19.
So this is a blue, using blue paint. That's just a hand symbol like this. This is the symbol of Bane.
Bane. He's one of those dead three. Yick.
And since Violet's inspecting his, flipped him over and took a look at him. Give me a medicine check. From her.
Okay. Violet will take a medicine check with a big ol' -1 for 0. Natural 1.
Violet's not sure. Obviously, he's dead, but she can't ascertain as to how long he's been dead for.
Sure. Chant wants to let them know that this is the symbol of Bane here. But what can he actually say? He says, I can tell.
What? Somebody. You want to?
Chan will pull out a piece of paper and write Bane on it.
Luckily, you did hear Captain Zaj say the name of all three.
That is true. He definitely did. So in Zaj's voice, he will, Bane.
Right.
Oh. Okay, we must be in the right place.
And she cracks her knuckles and gets ready. Looks around. Do we see anybody else?
You can give me a perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna slowly move this way.
Okay.
Gotta peer around the corner.
That's a
You
natural
just
20 for a
hear-
19.
You just hear the dripping of water. Ynlan, you peer around the corner, and you are greeted with the sight of 3 wooden beams that are bracing the ceiling of this flooded chamber. Though they do appear to be partially rotted, so with enough force they might be broken. But in the northeast corner of this room,
Mhm.
hanging on the stone wall above the altar is a 3-foot tall steel mask cast in the form of a frowning human skull. With Chant's religion check from before, he knows that this steel skull mask represents the visage of Baal. And as you get a little bit closer to look at this, you see that there are entrails left on the altar as an offering to this god of murder.
Chant says, "Ball, murder," and he just points.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But you don't hear any sounds coming from, because as you look down this path, the path to the south of you does, it looks like it branches off, but you don't hear any sounds coming from that direction.
Not even like any water sounds.
It's less of dripping and more of just a flow of water.
Yeah.
Being in the city, being as large of a city as it is, and how foul this water smells, you get the sense that there's some breaks in the walls of this place and the sewer system of Baldur's Gate. So that's probably where this is coming from.
I will lead the way.
Okay.
And Bo starts going down the path.
Okay. So, as you make your way down, you come to a fork in the road. However, one goes upstairs onto dry land, and then there is a tapestry hung up on the wall. In the back wall of this, it is a dry alcove, actually, where the tapestry is.
This wall here. Sorry.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a 7 foot tall or 5 foot wide tapestry, and it depicts a grisly scene of 4 faceless figures ripping apart a fifth, who is screaming.
Gross.
Do you wish to inspect the tapestry?
Violet. Chant, come here. And they do, and Chant is going to check it out.
Okay. How so?
He's going to get close to it first and just inspect it, see if he understands why it's being depicted, or why what is being depicted is,
He would assume that it has to do with Baal,
Okay?
just because it's a grisly murder scene.
He will very carefully try to look behind it.
Just look behind it,
Yeah.
or do you touch it to lift it up?
Well, how flush to the wall is it?
It's like when you hang up a calendar or a tapestry on your wall. It's right up against it.
Okay. He'll take out a torch and use the non-torch end to kind of, from a distance, pull the tapestry.
I have mage hand.
Oh, that's way better. Chant doesn't say anything, but he backs off.
Let's I was about to say, let's give it some room too, just in case.
Okay, so everybody moves back a bit.
Yeah.
And you reach out, and Mage Hand is just barely able to move it when you spot, as you're pulling it back, there's a 5 foot square patch of yellow mold on the back of this tapestry, and it just lets out this
Ugh.
10-foot square of spores. But you're all far enough. You're all far enough back. I figured you were all cautious enough to move more than 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Yep. Gross.
But that's it.
Everyone, be extra careful. Follow me.
Does anything else remain behind it?
Just a cracked stone wall, and there's just the mold on the other side of this tapestry.
Okay.
Which, ooh, that would not have been fun. Yeah, yellow mold's not fun. It's not nice.
Not nice.
Not nice. All right. So moving forward, though,
Mm-hmm.
you come to an empty chamber with 3 doors. Carved into each of these doors is a full figure depiction of one of the dead 3. Uh, and on the eastern door, uh, the face of this door bears a carving of Bane, the lawful evil god of tyranny, who's depicted as this tall, armored man wearing a bucket helmet. And his right gauntlet, specifically, is painted black as it clutches a set of shackles. To the north is a carving of Baal, the chaotic evil god of murder. He's depicted as being powerfully built and a skull-headed man with long, curved blades where his hands should be. And to the south is a carving of Merkel, the Lord of Bones.
It's the best name.
He is portrayed as a cloaked figure whose face is hidden under a cowl, and in his skeletal hands he clutches a screaming human skull.
We've only seen signs for 2 of them before this. Violet, Chant, can you go back and check the body to see if there's anything on him?
Okay. They go back.
The painting had the screaming face on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it had a screaming 5th person on the tapestry that was being killed. As they go back and
Mhm.
look over this body, it's just there's nothing
Okay.
other than just the pants on his lower half of his body.
How big are the pants? How big is this person?
They are around 5.5 feet tall, just your average medium build human.
Okay. No reason.
But you have 3 doors to choose from.
Yes.
I don't know if we have enough information to open one of these doors yet. Should
What
we
other-
check out the other... We didn't go down the other path.
That's true.
Should we be more thorough, or should we just make a guess?
I feel like we should just make a guess at this point. We've already come down here.
Okay.
All right.
Quick question though.
Yes.
Can any of them determine what the purpose of these rooms might be?
You get the sense that it's just to show that the dead 3,
Mm-hmm.
those that worship the dead 3, come together here.
Okay.
Though, maybe individual groups congregate behind these doors.
Sure. Let's roll for it. We'll go north 1, east 2, south 3.
And then backtrack 4.
No, just to roll a d3.
Oh yes, you can do that.
Yes, I can. I just did. Look at that. We're going south.
Okay.
Merkel.
So you turn to the door with Merkel on it, and you're greeted with the sight of a mostly empty room. However, there's just there are long dead and rotting corpses that are kind of just a pile of bones mostly at this point.
How bad's the smell?
It's pretty bad.
Violet once again checks it out.
Okay. She walks in. and she sees that there are like the flesh that she can see, they just very pale. Each out they're humans in these filthy black robes, uh, and there is oddly enough a lit torch that lies between them in this triangular formation that they're in. But there's a rough hewn staircase to the left that leads down to another torch lit chamber.
We know they were sacrificing pretty much anyone they could get their hands on.
You said the chamber's lit.
Down, off to the left of Violet, there's a lit chamber, and then there's also a torch on the floor here. Let's see. Violet's armor class is 17, right?
Yes.
Okay. As she looks over the bodies, she's looking in the corner at one of the bodies on the ground. And Ynlan, you see but can't call out to her fast enough. There is the body directly behind her shifts, and you see this skull-headed flail crack across her back. As Violet, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and all three of these bodies just rise up.
Let's go.
These are followers of Merkel, known as necromites.
Gnarly.
And that skull is what he hit her with.
Yeah.
Just a chain wrapped around the wrist. All
Can
right, let's go ahead.
We're just rolling initiative. Okay.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Got it. Can you add an initiative button for next time?
I will.
Because this
try.
process of
I thought
opening.
I did, but it didn't go through.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I have to open every sheet one at a time. Bo rolling a 19. That's pretty good. Helena. I should probably click on Helena first. Alright, is the positioning we're currently in what we're going with?
I'm gonna move them in closer.
Okay.
Chant and Helena.
Goodness me. Okay. Okay, and lastly, chant. I keep clicking the sheet before I click the people. It's a +5 initiative. 24 for chant. It's pretty good.
I got a 3.
Of course he did, Zeus.
No, we're just gonna...
Quick question for people in chat. Is that music too loud? If anyone wouldn't mind letting us know.
gonna give him a second here. I don't see a no. I don't see a yes or a no, so I think it's good.
We're going with it.
All right.
Oh, no music seems fine.
Okay. Chant, you have one initiative. But I can't hear you.
Sorry. I also got a text from Stephanie saying music is good. Thank you as well. It's already half movement because of the water.
You are now in a dry area.
Okay, but it's
up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But it will take extra to move through people, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can
I
do
should be able to
diagonals, and
Yeah.
because Chant is so
10,
small,
15.
I would say he could skirt around
Yeah.
this corner.
Sweet. He wants to go right here, so that works out well.
Okay.
Run right up to this guy, and he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna start with just a punch with his fun little knuckles here.
Okay.
Monk unarmed strike. kind of armed, half-armed strike, if we will. That's only a 10.
Unfortunately, 10 just misses.
All right, he will. He's just gonna take a normal second strike. No key points here, but he's gonna use his dagger.
Okay,
Same exact stats. 15.
that'll definitely hit.
15 to hit, and Chant comes out with a 9
Big
piercing.
9.
Woo-wee. All right, how does he take that hit?
He definitely takes it, but they looked frail when they were on the ground already, but they look even more frail now that they're standing up. So that was
Sure.
a big hit.
Nice. Nothing else for Chant.
And quick note,
Mhm.
mechanically speaking,
Okay.
the just for folks that are watching and listening, we're just playing loose with strike versus dagger, even though Chant doesn't have dual wielder feat. It like action economy wise, it all works out. All right, brings us
Playing
to
it loose.
yeah, Bo.
Can't hear you again.
Sorry, I keep clicking things. Bo's just gonna walk right into the center of everybody. And he's not gonna kill steal his son. He's gonna swing for the one down south here. No rage in this moment.
Okay.
Just
right.
going for. He only has one left right now.
Yeah.
We'll use the glaive,
Just gonna...
and he's gonna go with that'll be a 14 to hit,
Yep, that'll hit.
and that's gonna hit for.
Oh.
Oh, almost
Oh.
max. 10 slashing damage though. Still,
Ugh.
It was on that 10 and rolled off. Oh.
it was.
All right, another just heavy hit from like father, like son. Anything else for Bo?
I don't think so. He can't do much with the bonus at this point.
Okay. It is the Necromite's turn. And there's going to be one hit at each of the Moonleafs in that room.
Okay. Yep.
And that is a 14, a 16, and a 16. So all three of them miss.
Yes.
As the flails just bounce off your hard shells, or Chant actually catches it and throws it back at the guy's face who has to duck.
Can't quite do that yet, but we'll say that works.
It's not a ranged attack.
True. Yeah, three turtles
Elena.
and a monk. I didn't think
Yeah.
that out or anything. All right, Helena
Just you wait till I get my hands on a spellcaster.
is going to.
Just don't hit me.
She is going to look around. Take a step to here. Gonna sling at the one that Bo just attacked, because that's her best line of sight.
Okay.
And she's gonna go with a. She's gonna go with that Dissonant Whispers again, I think. It's a fun one.
A wisdom save.
Solid play.
Yes, it is. DC 14 wisdom save.
You play your flute, and this person, they've dealt with, you would assume, necromancy before,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't know how you're whispering through your flute. And even though they seem like they shake off most of it, it still just drives them crazy, and half damage still takes them out.
Yeah. Good
Now
to
they're
know,
an
though.
actual pile of bones of corpse on the ground. Anything with a bonus?
She will hold off for now.
Okay. Violet, and then Ynlan, you're on deck.
Violet.
I've been waiting to use this. Finally.
And she's going to cast Poison Spray at the one to her right.
Oh no.
DC 13 con save.
That's a 3.
It's 10 poison damage.
Woo!
Why is her spell save lower than her mother's? Because her charisma is only 3. That's why. Okay.
3 charisma. That's not good for a sorcerer.
I'm working on it.
Ynlan. You know that there are targets in there, but you can't see anybody from where you're at. You'd have to get a little closer. Actually, you can see one person. You can see only this person, really.
If I like kind of hug this corner, I can see this guy.
Yeah, they're gonna have half cover though.
Not if he has to make a saving throw.
Well,
I'm gonna sacred flame him.
quiet. Let's see. Sacred Flame, DC 13. Oof, that's an 11. So he fails, and while he's like whipping up his chain, the chain of his flail to hit you again, Violet, he doesn't see this burst of radiant light until it's too late, and it just smacks him in his face, and he just falls to the ground. He smells
Nice.
better, cleansed by radiant light.
Something like that.
And I think that's it. I don't have very many bonus actions.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Brings us back to Chant.
Okay. Chant is going to try to punch him to death.
Get up.
Yep.
Go, little bird, go.
We'll just make a 20.
That'll hit.
And that is going to be for 8 damage this time.
Yeah,
8
your
piercing.
minimum would have taken him out. But yeah, you just crack, like he swings the mace and you actually punch it. You punch the mace into his face, and he just crumples to the ground.
Nice.
And that brings us out.
All right.
Initiative.
Feeling a little more stretched for the day now.
Yeah, I threw a sacred flame in there. That's all it was.
Works for me. I'm gonna go down and check. Kids, stay back.
All right. You head down in, and this chamber has partially collapsed around a stone sarcophagus that was opened, and it appears to have been looted long ago.
Bo,
Uh,
don't touch that.
as you look in to the stone sarcophagus, due to your passive perception, you notice there are 3 book-shaped raises in the layer of dust along the bottom.
Yep, not gonna touch that. There were books in here.
No, there are books.
There are
it's
books.
raised. It's
There are
raised.
books in here.
Mage hand again?
That's probably for the best.
Okay. You take time, and as you mage hand the books and bring them over to you, the dust falls off. Nothing happens, but the first book is bound in red leather. The second has an umber-colored cover with. You're able to ascertain what is probably the personal rune of the previous owner, and the last is a scaly black reptilian hide. And looking through, it just looks like gibberish to everybody. But give me an Arcana check from anybody who is proficient.
Believe Violet is. Violet's going
think I
for
am.
it. Like multiple
I
people?
am.
Multiple or just one?
Fuck.
Are multiple people making the check, or was just one person making the check?
Multiple people.
Okay.
So
A 6 and a
Obvi-
9. Excellent.
obviously, you can't ascertain what's in these books, but
Sure.
based on your limited knowledge of arcane, due to just coming into your powers, the two of you together are able to ascertain that these are 3 wizard spellbooks.
Hmm. Might I be able to hold on to these? They would be helpful to me.
I don't know about that. Perhaps we bring them back to Captain Zodge to see their value and purpose.
Seems reasonable.
Definitely to the right buyer, you'd be able to get a pretty penny for a wizard's spellbook.
I don't know that giving these away is intelligent in this moment. What else is down here, though? This can't be it.
That give me give me a perception check if you want to look around the space to try to take it in, with whoever you want to send doing that.
Oh, can take it. Ooh, we rolled a 7. I was just referring to in this, below this bathhouse in general, not necessarily this room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking a look around, there's no like more secret doors or anything in the walls.
Sure.
But you do know that there are 2 other doors for you to look through back in the
Yep.
chamber.
All right. Which one's next, everyone?
Flip a coin.
Go for it, Zeus.
1, 2, north, east.
That'll work.
All right.
One.
I'm going north.
We got heads.
So I will save you the time. As you go north, you find yourself back in a flooded hallway, and as you proceed a little bit further, you're back in the room that you started in.
That's dumb.
Strange. Why would this door have that insignia if we're back where we started?
Maybe that's the way that they come. I don't know.
The north door is that of Ball, and technically, going north from here and going into that secret passageway would bring you back to the altar of Ball worship.
Okay. How would they have gotten here from somewhere else? Well, let's see what's behind the other door. Door number 3.
I assume you're re-upping the light cantrip every time.
Yeah. I mean, it's once an hour.
Oh, okay, then you're good.
We got tons of time.
Who has it on them?
I mean, I could do it for everybody.
I
It's not like concentration or anything.
think with light, let's go back here. Can you put up the spell card?
Oh, if you cast it again, the spell ends if you cast it again or dismiss it.
Yeah. I would think that maybe
We'll
Violet
just
has enough
pass it off
baubles.
as
I think Violet has enough baubles that you can target something on her shell.
yeah.
That'll work.
We can always just do it like a torch and pass it off as whoever goes somewhere.
Okay.
I also don't need it because I have dark vision.
Speaking of Violet, how you looking after that encounter?
She's above bloodied.
Wow.
If we had to put a number on it, I'd say 8 out of 14 or so.
I can. I have this healing light that I can use to bring her up a little bit.
Sure.
Well, thank you.
4. She gets 4 hit points.
That feels better.
Okay.
Right.
right.
Ynlan, reminded of the previous session with the loose hanging skull on Violet's hip.
No longer freshly steamed, but still.
I will lead the way again.
Sure.
Okay. So you blip the light cantrip onto Bo. And as you make your way down the hallway, if you take one, don't take any other steps down. The eastern part of this room, as you can see, is unlit and flooded. And braced from floor to ceiling are more of these wooden beams. Let's see here. Where's the rest of your fam?
Step lightly.
Are these ones also rotted?
Mostly rotted, yes. Like they risk collapse if you deal too much damage to them. And as you come into the room, you see on the western portion, there are roughly hewn steps that rise up out of the water to a dry portion, and it is lit by 2 torches and sconces that flank a stone altar. Shackled to this wall behind the altar, you see this really pale, sickly-looking man in nothing but a loincloth, just hands up behind his head. There's a burlap sack over their head, and in an alcove to the north edge of this dry section stands a freestanding suit of plate armor, missing its helmet.
Do we actually see this person in the south, or is that just because of the lighting?
Nothing.
Okay. Missing its helmet, you said?
The statue here is missing its helmet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Chant will approach the altar.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll keep his distance from the armor, but he wants to take a look at it.
Okay.
He's gonna be quiet.
Okay. Give me a stealth check for Chant.
That'll be a 13. Does this remind him at all of the armor back in the Elf Song Tavern?
Is Chant proficient in Arcana?
No.
Chant wouldn't know. It just looks it looks like a completely different set of armor.
Okay.
But as Chant gets closer, he does hear this person like just heavy breathing, but also starts like almost whimpering a little bit from underneath the mask, the sack.
Chant waves on anyone who wants to follow him. And
I will go.
you'll go? Okay, cool. And Chant just points at the man and kind of shrugs. And pulls out his dagger and he's like, should I?
I like put my hand on him. I'm like, hang on. And you said he's like whimpering?
Yeah. Just no more. As you approach him, before you can say anything, you hear like the rattle of chain as this. Let me just double check one thing. Make sure I moved the right token. Yes, I did. You think maybe it's a male human who comes out just wearing heavy armor and actually has a bucket helm on. It's like, we're not done with him yet. We haven't had all our fun.
Does this person see Chant? Now they would, yeah.
Yeah. And then Bo, Violet, and Helena, you see another armored figure. This time a woman walks out. But we could always use more playthings. Go ahead and roll for initiative as now you see they are wearing. They also have just a single pitch black gauntlet as
Natural 20 for
these-
Bo.
or sorry, not pitch black gauntlet. They have for her at least you see. No, it is Bane. Sorry, a lot of Bane and Ball, two dead gods that start with B. Yeah, as these look to be followers of Bane.
Ooh, these are some prime initiatives here.
This.
You rolled above 15.
I know.
I'm
it's
in shock.
amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled below 10 with everyone except for Bo.
This is good.
So. Ah!
Yeah. Looks like Bo won initiative. And
Good.
this is what they look like for folks. They
Black
have different
Gauntlet
armor
of
types between the
Bane.
two of them. But
Sure. Pretty.
Black Gauntlets of Bane.
Bo's mad now. He's gonna step forward and scream himself into a rage.
Uh-oh.
And then he's gonna hit with this glaive here on the one right in front of him. We'll make it reckless.
Okay.
23 to hit.
And these individuals are armored and they each have a shield. She raises her shield, but your training in their fighting in the ring allows you to redirect your attack at the last second to connect.
Let's see what we get here with that extra rage damage. It's a total of 7. 7
Okay.
slashing. He's only got the one attack.
Yeah.
That is
nothing
not
extra
yet.
with that.
Not yet. But he's ready to go.
Okay. Because we're about to interact with their plaything. This individual is going to attack you, Ynlan. What's your armor class?
Sure. 11.
So it goes, and that's actually a 9. So it misses you, but it's also going to use his voice of command ability, allowing the one in front of you, Bo, as a reaction to immediately make an attack against you.
Cool. And that's with advantage, because I attacked recklessly.
You take 6 reduced to 3 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Ynlan, I'm not used to you this being this high up in the
No.
third.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah, I think I am going to just Sacred Flame the person in front of me.
The person who attacked you or the person that's in shackles?
The one that attacked me.
Okay.
Ugh.
That is an 11, though. But, like, takes the full hit, but seems like a tickle, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's no damage.
That was the one next to Chant, too?
Yep.
Okay. Speaking of Chant.
Mm.
Alright. He's gonna give a big ol' punch first. 17.
That'll hit.
17 to hit. And that'll hit for 9 piercing. There we are.
Oh, boy.
And then key point for some flurry of blows. Gonna
All right.
stab. It's a 26 and a 14.
26 hits.
Alrighty. And for another 7 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, you took a sizable chunk. He's he definitely. You just see the helm turn and look down at you.
Chant just stands boldly.
Helena, followed by Violet.
Helena is going to. We haven't done it yet. Nah, she's gonna save it because I might need it, unfortunately. Just gonna go with some vicious mockery
Okay.
at the one next to Chant. Actually, am I close enough? That is 60 feet, so definitely, yeah. Vicious mockery in his direction. That's DC 14 Wisdom. Another high roll there.
Even with advantage, he still fails.
Yeah. To 3 psychic damage.
The head kind of twitches a little bit, but remains unmoving, still focused on Chant.
Ew.
Violet.
Violet is going to firebolt the one next to Bo. Just gonna give it her best shot here.
All right.
Ooh, natural 1.
You go to aim, but you point a little low and it just fizzles out in the water.
She's gonna move
Okay.
to here, as far as she can get in the water.
This Fist of Bane gets to go now, and it's going to make a single weapon attack against you, Bo.
What we got?
Even with advantage, that's a miss.
Yeah.
That was a 14 to hit. But Bo, would you like to retaliate?
Why would you miss? This is no fun.
Uh,
And he's gonna swing out with the glaive again.
are you going reckless?
Oh yeah. 25 to hit.
Oh my gosh.
Barbarians, man.
Yeah.
And that'll do 10
Ooh.
slashing with 2 more rage, so 12 damage.
Oh boy. That's a mighty hit.
And he's just gonna stare this one down.
She stares back at you, just like gripping. You hear just like through her gauntlet the cracking of knuckles. Iron console. This person's going to try to skewer Chance, and then also issue an order to have the other one try to hit Bo as a reaction. That's a 24 to hit Chance
That'll hit.
for only 4 piercing.
4 piercing. Okay.
And then an 18 to hit Bo. So you take 6 again, reduced to 3.
Okay.
Bludgeoning. Ynlan.
Alright. If I use a ranged spell attack, I take disadvantage at 5 feet, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Youchers. Okay. I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. You take 7 piercing damage as he hits the back of your leg on your way out.
Okay. And I'm going to. I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
So
17 hits. Yeah.
Alright. Getting more and more.
7 damage,
Nice.
and it gets pushed back with my repelling blast for 10 feet.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Eldritch Blast starting to gain some insight as to what might be going on here.
The angle that you're at is perfect for shoving them into the corner of the wall. So they take an additional 7 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
That's due to the concussive force of your Eldritch Blast. Anything with your bonus?
Yeah, I've got one more healing light I'm gonna use on myself.
Okay.
Just another d6. Yeah, nice.
Big
And
ol'
that one hit
1
point
point of
back.
damage.
All right, Chant. What do you
Champ,
got?
he's gonna. I think we said bap bap. As to not steal a catchphrase. No flurry of blows, just 2.
19 will hit.
19 and a 17.
Roll damage on the 17
Sure.
will also hit.
It's 8 piercing.
And then
Still
the second
standing.
one.
Okay. 8 piercing and then another 6 piercing.
Yeah, you punch him right in the gut, and as they lean down and stare at you, you just right
Yeah.
up under the helm.
Let's go.
Any movement?
Chant will, we'll head on over towards where Bo is. Right next to, well, next to Violet.
Okay. Elena.
Helena is feeling fun here. Let's go. She's actually gonna run up. And can she attack from that position?
What's the weapon you're using?
Be a sickle.
Yeah, that's narrow enough of a weapon.
Sweet. Helena, yeah, swing out with the sickle. Big ol' +2 to hit. 20 though.
That does hit.
Yeah. For a big ol' 3 slashing. That's fine. And then she will bonus action. She will inspire Bo.
Well, hang on.
Oh,
You'll want to save your inspiration.
Oh, did that
because
kill
three
her?
three is exactly how much health I have left.
yeah.
As you just stirred around the large, imposing body of your husband and just.
She looks at Bo and just smiles.
Why didn't you take care of her faster?
Everyone's looking okay. Bo comes down from his rage here. Violet, being in prime position and being the wrong one to do so, starts to approach the altar to speak to this man.
Okay.
What happened?
This person, he just like, just leave me alone. I don't have anything.
Here, let me get this for you.
She pulls off the canvas bag over his head.
Okay. And he takes a moment for his eyes to adjust, and he looks at your entire group and sees this individual dead. Oh. Are you here to free me?
We're here to figure out what's going on with this cult. What do you know?
Excuse me. My name is Kim Jasso.
Violet.
I was captured after they killed my bodyguards 2 days ago.
What were you doing here?
I was just in the city and they killed my bodyguards and brought me here.
Oh.
But if you can set me free and bring me back, I'm sure my family, they will pay a very generous reward for my safe return.
Mom!
Helena runs over.
Sure. But why were they not killing you? They've been sacrificing everyone else here.
I'm from the prestigious Jasso family. I'm sure even the cult of this cult wouldn't do anything to upset them.
Insight check.
Go ahead and give me an insight check. And then anybody proficient in history can give me a history roll on the
Okay.
Jasso family.
It's an 8 insight. Chant's
11
also
history.
proficient in history. Chant with a big ol'
so-
6.
He is. He's being honest.
Okay.
Though you're not sure if maybe it's because he seems to have, since he's from this prestigious family, maybe his noble upbringing allows him to be smooth with his words. But Ynlan, 11 on history. So there are uh, four. There's three families in power within Baldur's Gate, and then as part of a council, there's the Jasso family, and the Vanthampur family are two of the big ones. The now missing leader of the Flaming Fist is another. He's the fourth member, but sorry, just finding one other thing here. And then there's the Othun family. That is the third. The heads of these three families, as well as the leader of the Flaming Fist, acted as a council for general decision making for the city. And someone who's a part of one of these families would definitely be a prime target for extortion purposes.
I relay that to everybody.
Okay. Do you know of anything else down here? We already cleared out a couple of the other rooms, but we have not searched the entire place.
And no, this is as far as they brought me.
Did they question you?
They didn't even do that. They just barely kept me alive. And you see just scratches and there's actually some puncture wounds from a spear or a dagger throughout his body.
She'll start to cut him down.
Okay. And as you cut him down, you hear the shifting of metal as coming off from the wall behind you. Those are not swords. Those are flying gauntlets, pitch black gauntlets floating in the air that go in for a swing against you.
Cool.
And yeah, that's two misses as they just tunk, tunk. Do you finish? You finish freeing him, and they go back. The statue now seen as they were ineffective against the target that
I see.
was attacking or was freeing the prisoner.
Could have used a warning.
I've had a bag over my head for 2 days.
All right. Well, stay in the middle of our group. Stay where we can see you.
You're not. We're still going.
Well, we have to at least get out of here.
Okay.
She'll start to. Well, I guess the group, if Ynlan. Well, Chant's definitely going to be looking around in this room while this
Okay.
is all happening.
Give me investigation checks for anybody that wants to make one,
Okay.
other than Helena.
We'll go down this way and kind of investigate this.
I'll say
way.
just Chant and Ynlan is plenty. Wow, Chant is on a roll. Natural 1 for a 3. Yeah, that's better.
Ynlan.
19. There you go.
Let's see. So you do see that there's more stairs off to the right that go up to a dry area and eventually to a door. This hallway does wrap around in the water. It does wrap around the left back to the space where you've initially entered this room. But on the bodies, you do find hanging from the bucket-helmed individual's belt is an iron keyring with 7 keys.
Hmm.
And it looks like one of those keys was for Jasso's, Klim Jasso's shackles. But there are 6 other keys on this ring that have the undetermined use as of yet.
Do you share that you found this?
No.
Okay.
No, I pull them off and I say, "Look, keys," and I kind of dangle them a little bit, and then I kind of just like attach them to my hip and then walk over to unhook him.
Helena had done that and was
Oh, that's right.
tried to be punched by animated gauntlets. But there is a door off to the
Yeah.
right. Does your group wish to progress further within, or leave with this person and come back later?
Do you need us to bring you all the way home? Or can we just let you out of here?
I mean, I might be able to make it back, but I don't have any bodyguards left.
We have unfinished business here. Would you like to continue with us? Or have you escort you to the exit?
The exit's fine.
Okay.
They will quickly escort him out,
Yep.
and I guess make their way back to here first. Because there's definitely, you said there's another chamber leaving this one.
Yeah. There's a.
Okay.
I'll bring Violet down so you can see. There
Yeah.
is another doorway over here.
Can we get his names spelled out?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll also take the spellings of those families at some point.
Also,
I was one letter off. All right.
Phantom Purr, but with a UR.
I was close there too. I heard Vanthum.
And then Othun.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Klim. Oh, I heard Klin. That makes more sense. Okay.
And just as a note, it seemed like the 2 individuals in this room were hiding and waiting for your group. Even though you were quiet, it seemed like they still knew you were coming.
Okay.
So use that as you will for that information as you will for how you want to proceed through the rest of this dungeon.
Well, we have a couple of options. We can go guns a-blazing, knowing that they know we're coming. Or we can hang tight for a little while and see if we can re-sneak. I vote guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the smartest, but it's definitely the most fun. Kids?
And Violet just smiles, and Chant pulls out his dagger and he's swinging him like this.
Guns blazing.
Yeah, he definitely says guns a-blazing for sure.
All right.
I will walk up to the door and I check it and I assume it's locked.
No, actually, the door it's just closed.
Okay, I am going to prepare an Eldritch Blast. And what I'm going to
Good
do
call.
is kick the door open and like shoot at anything that is there.
Are you gonna kick and go through the door, or just kick it open and stand there?
A kick and go through.
Okay. So you kick. You go through. And you see off to your right a partially collapsed room that has 3 wooden beams bracing its ceiling. And then situated between the beams is a scorched wooden table with a human cadaver resting atop it. There's a frighteningly thin woman in black robes studying this corpse. though the face is hidden under a cowl. And around her feet creep a swarm of skeletal rats.
Is this the thin woman or is this the thin one?
This is the thin woman here.
Okay.
Just so everyone can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just like immediately shoot an Eldritch Blast that way.
Do you shoot at the rats, the person, the corpse, the beams?
Ooh, good.
The
good.
beam sounds
Yeah,
really fun.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Go
think I
ahead.
want to shoot for that beam there.
Okay, let's see it. Roll to attack.
Hang on. No, that one might not be easy to hit. I'm gonna go for that one.
Okay.
Can you actually let me see it, Kyle, just for viewership?
Yes.
Being able to know what's going on.
There we go. Oh, that'll hit. That'll hit the beam.
I'm gonna scroll over to.
I do the extra push too.
Okay. Give me 1d6 this time.
Okay.
Okay. Because it's fun.
1 damage.
Let's see here.
7 force first, though. Not so bad.
Okay, so you shoot the you shoot the beam and it splinters, and that portion of the ceiling collapses, completely crushing the skeletal rats, taking them out of the equation, ruining this corpse, and leaving this person a bloody mess, who immediately turns around, stares at your group, and I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Just pointing out the time, Kyle?
Yep.
Do we want to do this here?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Back to it.
That's fine.
Yes.
We're in a dungeon. That's what happens, you know? Dungeon crawl. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that initiative button's going to be a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I have to double check
It's all
the
good.
macro.
It's all good. I swear I clicked Helena. There we go. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, she has a +4. No joking around. Do I even need all of them to roll?
We'll see.
All right, Chant. You gonna continue your terrible rolls or no? Not bad. Inside combat, they've been pretty good. Although now that I say that, I'm sure. Not
You might need to turn this track's a little quieter. All right. So, for the sake of positioning, so you can see Bo is here, but he's actually right in front of Violet. Helena is up around the corner here. Is she going to be able to have enough movement to get out in front of Ynlan? I cannot hear you.
It's because I was adjusting Sirenscape. Okay. If we count diagonals, I think so, because that'd be 10, 15.
So if Bo is here,
15.
it's 10 to get through Violet, 10 to get through Bo, and 30 gets you into Ynlan's space.
Well, she was here. Why does she have to go through Bo?
Because Bo is only here so that way you can see.
Right.
He was behind
He was
in the
behind.
lineup.
True. Okay, so I
Yeah.
cannot get through Ynlan then. No. She'll just inspire Ynlan then,
Okay.
and she'll stay where she was. Bo would still be inspired from before. Yes. How long does that last?
No, I used it.
It also only lasts like 10 minutes.
Oh, she had
Okay.
inspired Bo. That's fine.
Troublemakers. Something tells me you're not by yourself, are you? As she raises this bony hand up at you, Ynlan, and you see this bead of orangish red light form, and she launches. I need you, Bo, Violet, and yeah, you, Bo, and Violet.
It was Bo, remembering Bo that's actually up there.
Nope, I know.
Okay.
Because Fireball goes around corners.
Yep. Dex save, right?
Dex save from Bo, Violet, and Ynlan. Unfortunately, she rolled high enough on her initiative to get this off.
That's fine. Let's see if Violet survives it.
Wait, hang on, I have a D6.
Yes, you do.
16.
I rolled a 12 and a 10.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see if it's rip or not.
Ynlan, you succeed. You take 13 fire.
Sure.
13 after half?
Yep.
Oh, God.
And Bo and Violet both take 26.
Violet doesn't die outright by 1 point. By the way.
And how's Bo looking?
Bo is not looking great, but Violet actually has Strength of the Grave, which means that she can roll to not be at 0.
Ooh.
Yes, and I need to make a DC 5 plus damage taken, which she's not going to make.
Let's just see it.
She could. She has a +5 to her charisma save. No, that's not going to do it. 9.
Yeah.
No, she is Shadow Magic Sorcerer, Henry, asking chat.
What is, so Bo also took the 26.
Bo took 26. Bo is also unconscious because he had been damaged before, yeah.
Okay. Violet, I need the first death save of the entire campaign.
With advantage, right?
But yes, since this is called Death Saves with Advantage, the first time a character ever has to make a death save, it is with advantage.
Alright. What can I click to make
You
this
can't do
easier?
anything
I
to make
know, I'm
it
just looking
automatic.
at something that has a 0.
There is just a death save button.
Oh yeah, there is, that's right.
And
Well,
okay,
the 14.
So that's one success.
Alright, let me mark it. Not
Bo,
Helena.
same deal.
1 sec. Alrighty. Bo is rolling.
That maybe
this
she's
death
she's higher up in the order of Merkel.
save. Oh, sure. A success for Bo. Oh, actually, important question. Does the damage... Okay. It's the damage
if you
total has to, or is it where you are at going down?
It is where you're at plus your max HP.
Okay.
I want to
So
say.
Violet was at 12.
I think.
So
No.
if it's
Uh,
where you get to negative, if it's negative, you're max, right? Because if that's the case, then she's dead.
Oh no.
I think so, because she was at 12.
Yeah.
Yep. So 12 minus 26, you said, is
Yep.
exactly
Yep.
her
If one
negative.
hit you to negative max. Yep, that's what it is.
Yep. She's dead. She's dead. Because she failed her other thing.
God.
Yep.
Go ahead and put that there. Chad, sister's dead. What are you doing?
Well, I don't think he can make it in to attack.
Can he can step the wind, right? As a
Do I have that at this point? Let's double
that's
check.
I think that's second level.
Yep. Yeah, he's got a key point left. He'll bonus action dash. Which would give him his...
Do you have a?
Oh, he's already 40 speed anyway.
Yeah. So you got like 3 feet of movement. To work
20, 25, 30, 40.
I'll say that because Violet is
Yeah,
dead,
I
she's
didn't
not
count it.
difficult terrain.
Yeah, I didn't count her. Running in here. Yes, rip indeed. We'll figure it out. Chant will, he's gonna attack. He can still attack only once because he used
Yes.
Step of the Wind, so he'd probably stab. That's 21 to
21
hit
will hit. Yep.
for 8 piercing.
Don't let your emotions get out of control. Ynlan.
Oh God. I'm gonna fire a guiding bolt.
Oh,
I
and
clicked. I didn't do anything.
just a point of order here. Not that anybody is Violet resistant to any type of damage.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, guiding bolt's not
No.
working.
No, I don't think so. Why?
Because this caster, any spells that they cast that deal damage, is automatically changed to necrotic.
Yeah, I don't believe she does. Oh, she does have dark vision though. I missed that.
Oh, okay.
Or she did at least.
Yeah. Yay! Finally.
It'll hit though. Definitely. Ooh. How do you want to do this?
That's fair.
I want healing energy to go to Violet and stop her. That's how I want to do this.
Just in case you get a nat 20, let's see a charisma saving throw.
Oh God.
Reach out to your patron.
That ain't gonna do it with that 12 there.
That there, 12.
And
So I'm just gonna have her erupt in holy flames.
okay. And she does. And she falls. This burst hits her center in the chest, and these fiery red. And she glows this fiery red for a moment before you just hear she raises her hands up and just says, "I'm coming, my lord," and falls to the ground.
So Chant starts just stabbing her violently. Helena screams, casts a healing at Bo, realizing that he is not beyond saving. Cure Wounds, their last spell slot, for 8 points. So he's back up. He also will probably scream upon realizing what has happened. And he will pick up Violet, and he will start running out as quickly as he can.
Okay. Your group runs back out into the city. And the only place you can think is to head to Zaj.
Yep.
Because you are not from this city.
Nope.
You don't know where any of the churches are. Not that
Nope.
anybody in your group is necessarily a follower of any religion. Unless Ynlan, do you follow a deity?
My patron is an angel.
That's generic. So you don't know. You just can chat with them, as opposed to going to a church. But you go to Zaj, and after explaining what happened, that you found what was going on down there, and that there's more to do, but your daughter is dead.
Oh, I don't think they're explaining that first. I think it's literally just
Like,
Our daughter is dead. Help us.
Zaj sees this and asks what happened first. And then
We
you
don't
explain.
have time.
And okay, follow me. And he brings you to. There's a Church of Bahamut nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and within there are our clerics, and this is going to be taken from your pay.
Sure,
And
fine.
tosses puts a sack of coin on the altar in front of the cleric. He kind of looks at it, looks at Bo, or looks at Violet, and over the next hour, I'm gonna roll one thing here. Okay, yeah, successfully over the next hour, they cast, because it's been so long since it happened. They have to cast Raise Dead. Violet comes back with 1 hit point, but has a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
Mm-hmm.
But every time she finishes a long rest, that penalty will be reduced
Yep.
by 1.
Yep.
So, as your family has their little reunion, and you go back, and I assume the boat is yours, so you can that's as private of a place as you have in Baldur's Gate. You go back to the boat to recuperate. I want to know I'm just interested as to how many days are going to go by before you go back down into the bathhouse, or at all.
They're definitely gonna go back.
Okay.
This family is definitely guns a-blazing, as you will. I think they understand what happened, but they know what the risks are.
Now vengeful.
But they're gonna wait at least 4 days
Okay.
to make sure Violet is back to her full strength.
Okay. So there will be a little bit of downtime. If anybody wants to do anything specific within the city, we can go over that at the start of next time. But for now, you are resting on the uncivil serpent, and we will head back down below the bathhouse when we pick up next time.
Yeah. First death. Session 4. This party was always ready for it.
Oh man, that ability to not
Once per long rest.
once per long rest, that's
Yep.
nice.
Yep. She's got some cool stuff. Yeah, I also totally missed that she has dark vision to 120 feet because of Eyes of the Dark.
Because of sorcerer stuff.
Yep.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, they'll get all their long rest stuff in and all that.
Yes, long rests are had. Unless you guys can pull it out from the family's funds, your reward for this mission will be reduced by 500 gold.
Oh, they're not worried about it. She's alive. I think that's more the concern.
Yeah. But yes, you took out one of the first encounter with a higher ranking member of this cult after bloodying her with the with the ceiling collapse.
Indeed.
Oh man.
Well, I was all ready to collapse it all when we leave, so we'll see if we do that next time. We took those books, right?
Yes, you have those books.
Excellent.
We can talk about those if you want to do anything with them during your downtime for the 4
Sure.
days, or if any other purchases want to be done. But
Alrighty. Well, thanks
for
everyone.
folks that were
Yeah, I feel like we had
today,
more than usual in the chat. We'll take that for sure. Quick reminders. Well, thanks again to Zeus here, our guest. I guess we're going to another one with you, huh?
It's like it.
And reminder, podcast does come out weekly. Obviously, if you're here listening, maybe you didn't catch up from before, do whatever you need to do, and in the future, it's going there too. The videos go up on YouTube towards the end of the week as well, so if you want to share them with anyone else, and they're not so Twitch savvy, feel free to share that along. Yeah, thanks for coming out. All right.
See you all next time.
See you next time.
Bye.